Well, hello everybody. Long time no see. My name's Tom. Welcome to the Butler Show. Yeah, it's been a little bit of time since I've been on here. Life's been a little busy, a little crazy. Nothing you can't handle, nothing I can't handle, I'm sure. We got a lot of things we got to talk about here. So, first of all, people are asking me how the show going. Show's going pretty good. Let me adjust you here. Boop. It's just me today. There's nobody else here. So hopefully I don't rant on too many things or get on any two major tangents here. How's the show going? It's going pretty good. Last time I talked about anything on the show, we were back with the Super Bowl. And it wasn't a bad game. We got other things to talk about here, so just bear with me. This is just kind of the introduction here. The Super Bowl was pretty good. The commercials sucked donkey dick, but the game itself was actually pretty entertaining. I watched it with a couple friends of mine and Maggie at a bar in Broken Arrow. And the commercials were not really that great, but the game was really good. In our area, we've been hit by a lot of weather, so trying to get people on. My main thing is I want to try to get people on the show as much as possible. It's easier said than done because lately we've been hit by a lot of weather. People can't drive. If you can kind of hear it outside, somebody's trying to park right now. You turn your headphones up really loud, I'm sure you could hear it. So, our weather has been nuts right now. We've got hit by, I think in the last, was 1 week, we got hit by a snowstorm. And we had a week of clear weather. And then we had, this week right now, we got hit by another, sleet storm. And, yeah, I'm not going to, endanger people to get on the show. And also, my schedule was pretty crazy. Normally I record on a Friday, which is today. Last week I was off Sunday, Monday for the Super Bowl. So, couldn't squeeze a show in, which is nice. Kind of a little break. And then, of course, the weather hit. So, it was hard getting people on. So, there's that. I'm trying to get people on. Just kind of lining up with certain people's schedules. I know that I want to try to get some friends of mine from work and from high school. I want to try to get my sister on. She just started a new job, which is great. So she's busy for a little bit. But I'm trying to get some more people on, so bear with me. But we got a couple things I want to talk about here. Going back to the weather, you fuckers need to learn how to drive on ice. Because, luckily for me, I was raised by two parents that lived up north. One from the Chicago area, and another one from upstate New York. And they taught me pretty well how to drive on ice and snow, because they're used to it. So I tell people at my work all the time, they're very concerned about driving on ice. Not so much the older generation. The older generation they've been around the block a little bit. They know what to do. But the younger kids, they don't really know what to do. So, I'll give you some advice here. For people who don't know how to drive on ice. After my water. The first thing I would say is, I don't know, even some of the old people are like this too. Clear all the shit off your fucking cars. If I don't understand. Okay, here we go. We're starting to get in tangents now. One of the first things that I bought for my car, when I got a car, when I was 18 years old, was, I got some cool little mats for my feet, and I got like a steering wheel cover because I thought it was hot shit. But one thing that I got was an ice scraper. It's like the very first thing that I got with my car. We don't experience a lot of snow or ice in the Tulsa area, but there are times and time where we do experience some ice and sleet and snow and everything in between. So, that was the first thing that I got. So when I experienced that at the store, when people are out, the weatherman has said there's a storm coming and there's going to be ice and sleet and snow and all the shit. And people are coming up in the store like, 2 or 3 hours before it starts snowing, asking if we have any ice scrapers. I don't know how these people, personally, I don't know how these people get through life. Because, that was like one of the first things I got when I bought a car. Or when I got a car when I was 18. And it was like April and May. And I'm like, I know I'm going to need an ice scraper. So I went out and got one. AutoZone or Pep Boys or whatever dealership there was out there that sells car stuff. Or Wally World or Target or wherever. And I got an ice scraper. They're out there. You just gotta look for them. And I don't understand how people aren't prepared enough. Get yourself an ice scraper. I don't give a shit if it's 105 degrees outside and it's the middle of June or July. Or during our time of the year, it's July and August or whatever. That's usually the hot times of the year. Get yourself a goddamn ice scraper and clear your fucking car. That's number one right there. Before you do anything. Drinking my patented water today with the cranberry powder, strawberry, cranberry, whatever it is. It's the fruity water because I don't like drinking water straight. I like to mix some flavors in it. And I just got soda at the store. It's not cold yet. So we're with water right now. Oh, we got another guy pulling into the complex. You can hear him scraping on the ice. So that's the first thing. Get yourself a goddamn ice scraper. And clear your fucking car. Warm it up. Go out there. It takes about 10-15 minutes to scrape that ice off your car. If you're smart, you plan ahead. Put your windshield wipers up so they don't freeze through your window. It helps. But the fun part is when you're actually driving. If you have front wheel drive, it's better. If you have rear wheel drive, it's a little bit more tricky. But I've had both, and I seem to do better with the front wheel drive. But I've done it in rear wheel drive. It's just a little bit more tricky. But I will have to say, take it slow. That's the main thing. Take it slow. So, for all you older people who know how to drive on the ice, you can kind of skip past this part. But all the younger people who are nervous or who don't really know better, you just keep watching. So, you get in your car, you warm it up, you scrape the ice off, everything's fine. Okay? You warm your car up, hopefully you're wearing mittens, a hat, the whole thing. Multiple layers. Layers are your friends. So you get in your car and you warm it up. You know when you shift either into reverse or you shift into drive and you take your foot off the brake, but you don't necessarily hit the gas and your car starts going forward on its own because you don't have the brake pressed, you don't have your foot on any pedal? That's a blessing from God. I don't know if they've designed the cars to be like that, but that's good. You need that. So when you back out, or say you go forward, you just shift it into whatever gear you're going to go into, and then you just take your foot off the brake, and the car will slowly move forward. That's good for you when you're trying to get momentum. Okay? Now, I've always said, take your time, and I take your time. Hold on, I have to burp here. See if it's going to come out here. There we go. Excuse me. I always tell everybody at work, take your time. Both hands on the wheel, go slow. Top speed you want to hit, it's like 15 or 20 miles an hour. Okay? Let that momentum of the car get you forward. Okay? If you have to hit the gas, just do a couple taps. You don't gotta floor it. I've seen a lot of stupid fuckers out there that just want to floor it. Don't floor it. Just tap it. Just a little tap on the gas. Just enough to get you moving. That's it. That's all you need. So go really slow. Both hands on the wheel. Turn off your stupid music that you think is good, but it's not. Surprisingly. Shocking. Turn your shitty music off. Unless you're, listening to good stuff, then. And just really slowly go forward. Top speed, like 20 miles an hour if you're driving on ice. When you're turning, don't accelerate in your turns, because then you just fishtail. You don't want to do that. What else? Plan your routes. That's another thing. I got some hills in my area, and I got some flat areas in my area. On days where it's icy, like it is kind of today, go on the least resistant route. So, like, you don't have a lot of hills. Go on that. It may take you a little longer because you got to go the long way around or something, but it will help you with driving. Take your time. When you're braking, don't just slam on the brakes. Gradually add pressure to the brake pedal. Don't just start cramming it, because then that's when you start sliding. But the big thing, here you go. You should be hearing that one. The big thing is take your time and drive slow. I've seen so many fuckers. While I'm on the road, I'm going 15 or 20 miles an hour on the road because I don't give a shit. And we got Mr. Truck behind me who thinks that his four-wheel drive's going to save the fucking day. He passes me because I'm going too slow, and then he gets up to the light and he can't fucking stop. Or he spins out. He does one of these like little half spins, and then he's got to stop, and then he's got to correct himself. And look, man, this ain't a race. It's a marathon. Just get to where you're going. That's it. Buckle up. Turn your shitty music off. Drive slow. Go like 15, 20 miles an hour. And don't accelerate in your turns. Have your lights on if it's dark. You need the normal stuff. But just take your time. That's really it. Shouldn't be that complicated. So, just thought I'd want to get that out of the way. We've been dealing with sleet and stuff, and it's been probably about 2 weeks since, not 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 days since we've had this round of storms. So, yeah, just take your time. So, we'll get into something fun, and then we'll get into current news. We'll do the fun one first, because that would be kind of a weird transition. So, let me write on my notes here. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. Okay. Let's see. People who can't drive. We talked about that. I got my notes here. So if you see me looking down on the table. So I had like a little conversation with myself yesterday. Or the day before. One of these days. They all blend in together. I was at work. And I was thinking of, when it's icy and sleety and stuff. Excuse you. Icy and sleety. I always think of like all the precious, wonderful times that we had when there was no sleet and snow on the roads. And I think about, I was looking up some random shit on eBay, because I do that from time to time. Got a couple watches I would like to order. And I ordered some other things that came in the mail recently. And I start looking up some random shit. And it made me think about, a fast food place that I have not eaten at in a while. I sat there and thought about it. And I'm like, I haven't ate at Taco Bell in a while. And then one thing led to another, and that just went down to the complete rabbit hole of fast food. So I'm going to kind of talk about that. Everybody likes fast food, I hope. I mean, it's not really healthy, but god damn, it tastes so good. So good. So I started thinking about Taco Bell. I started thinking their food. Their muchacho. What do I get? The beef chalupa. That's what I get. God, that shit's so good. Because when I was a kid, I would eat a lot of excuse me. I would eat a lot of Taco Bell. When I was a kid, kind of in my mid-20s, I ate Taco Bell. It was good. I favorited Bell over Taco Bueno. Anybody who does not live in our area, Taco Bueno is like, picture Taco Bell and then take it a couple notches down. I'll get back to that here in a second. So I would eat at Taco Bell. I didn't really eat too much Taco Bueno until probably a couple years before, spending time with my Maggie. And then she would eat a ton of Taco Bueno. So I start eating Bueno, and I love it. And I thought to myself, you know what? Which one's better? And I don't know, because they're kind of good in their own way. So, like, remember how I said Taco Bell's up here and Taco Bueno's right about here? Let's bring that back into focus here, okay? You eat these cars driving in, crunching on that ice. These the Taco Bell, they got good like beef chalupas, I think is what they have. They got the sauce packets that excuse you, that have the little sayings, the funny sayings on it, because that was kind of funny. I don't have any examples, but you can look them up. And then I think of that, and I'm like, yeah, they're pretty good. Like, I love that fire sauce, or the Inferno sauce, whatever sauce they have. And then I start thinking about, like, which is better, Taco Bell or Taco Bueno? But then I start thinking of Taco Bueno. And they're kind of like a couple notches down as far as like the restaurant image, personally, my opinion. Because it looks like it's a bunch of like stoners that cook there. No offense to the Bueno employees, not saying they all are stoners, but I guarantee you, at least one in every building is probably a stoner. But this is the 21st century. Boomers get used to it. So, like, the restaurant's really nice in Taco Bell. The food's not bad. You go down a notch, and you got Taco Bueno. Now, the restaurant, cleanliness, questionable. But they got good food, too. Like, I used to get their chicken Bueno burritos. Those are bomb. Those are so bomb. And then, now I'm getting just the regular bean burritos, which is good, too. God damn it. It's so good. And they got, like, the original salsa, which is okay. But the Firehouse, oh, man, that shit's great. So, like, it's hard to compare Taco Bell to Taco Bueno because they're kind of in their own way. Like, they're good in their own light. Just kind of depends on what you're in the mood for. Because Bell's good with their chalupas and their firehouses, or their fire sauce, and they got like a more cleaner, organized restaurant. But then Bueno, like, they're a little bit cheaper, but the food is good. It ain't healthy worth a shit, but god damn, that shit is so good. The bean burrito, and like you fucking dip that shit in like the Firehouse sauce, man, that's good. So like, which is better? They're good in their own light. And then I start thinking about, let's see, here was one. Chicken places. Now, I wrote down 4 chicken places here. You've got, now they're all kind of fast foody. So, ChickfilA, Popeyes, KFC, and Cane's Chicken. Who's the best chicken place? Alright, so let's break it down. Chick-fil-A. Ooh, man, Chick-fil-A. That's some good chicken. You get some barbecue sauce. You get those waffle fries. The customer service is like, it's like a 5-star restaurant. 5-star restaurant with that customer service. They don't do just about anything. Just like if you wanted, like, not saying they will, but I feel like they could. You know, like, here's your chicken. Why, yes, sir. Here's your drink. Yes, sir. Would you know, there's only so much money. Would you like a back rub? Why, sure. Oh, yes. Would you rub your feet? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, you want, you know, some oral sex? Oh, let me get some Listerine first and really wash my mouth up, and, you know, we'll give you some oral sex while you're getting your chicken sandwich. I feel like they would do just about anything to make you happy. I'm not saying that they will. I've never asked them. I'm probably not going to ask them. No, let me think about it. No, I'm not. But their customer service is like fucking amazing. Like, it's great. The food's really good. Waffle fries, barbecue sauce. I say barbecue. Barbecue. I say barbecue. I've been saying it. Kind of blame it on Maggie. She says barbecue, and she's been saying it since she was a kid. It's kind of rubbed off on me, so now that's what I say, and it feels weird to say barbecue. I just say barbecue because she says it. She's currently at work by now, if you guys are curious. She went in at 3 today. She should be off in a couple hours. So, you got Chick-fil-A. But then you got Popeyes. Now, they may give you the stink eye when you ask for like, hey, can I get like some more barbecue sauce? And they're like, we give you the stink eye. How dare you ask for more sauce? But that chicken, holy shit, you could almost taste all the herbs that they get with this chicken. Usually at ChickfilA, I get the spicy chicken sandwich, I think, with the pepper jack cheese. Okay, so I get that and just dip that shit in the fucking barbecue sauce. At Popeyes, I get like the 5 or 6, whatever one, 5 or 6 chicken strips, and they got the spicy kind of chicken. Spicy chicken strips in their barbecue sauce, man, that shit is different. That it tastes different. It feels different. It's got some kick to it. But then you add some of that Cajun fries. Oh man, those Cajun fries are good. Chick-fil-A waffle fries, pretty good. The Cajun fries at Popeyes, shit, holy fuck, man. And then the drinks are fine, but the chicken on both of those guys, they're different. But they're different in their own way, and they're both good in their own way. KFC, the chicken I feel like is a little greasy. My mom would get KFC a lot. I think she still does. She gets KFC all the time. She used to anyways. And the chicken's okay. I feel like it's a little bit more greasy. But the mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes, the sides that come with it, fuck, man, that shit's good. You get some of that KFC mac and cheese in a bowl, oh man, that's good. That's some good stuff right there. Or like their mashed potatoes and gravy, man, I'm getting hungry. I need to eat dinner. I got hamburgers tonight. Don't worry, we'll get the hamburgers here in a second. Cane's Chicken. Cane's is one of those places where I don't need it all the time. Like I'll go to Cane's Chicken for like a month straight. I need the Cane's Chicken. Their sauce is really good. The Cane's sauce. The chicken strips, the sandwiches with the chicken strips in it, really good. So I'll have moments where I need Cane's Chicken. I need it. But after that, then it dies down and I won't want any for, a couple months. So it's one of those things. But when you get Cane's Chicken, there are some items where you get garlic toast, like a piece of garlic bread. And I dip that shit in the sauce. Fuck, that shit's good. That shit's really good. So you got Chick-fil-A with their chicken sandwiches and their sauces, and you got Popeyes, who's got their herbs and spices, and they got the Cajun fries and their sauces. You got KFC with their sides of like mac and cheese and biscuits and gravy, and oh my God, Cane's Chicken. Then you got their chicken with the garlic toast, and it's like, who's got the best chicken? I don't know. Tell me who you think has got the best chicken. Or tell me if there's another place that I'm missing. I'm not getting into mom and pop places or restaurants. This is strictly just fast food. Let me get the pizza here. Excuse me. Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Mazio's. Mazio's is our little locally owned pizza place. Domino's and Pizza Hut are a little bit more national. Domino's. Pizza's not too bad, but them fucking hot wings, ooh, you get some of those fucking hot wings or their normal chicken wings and you dip that in their ranch, that's good. Pizza Hut, if you like thin pizza, Pizza Hut's pretty good for thin pizza. And then of course if you like the thicker pizzas, real greasy and slimy and shit, Mazio's got some good pizza too. So it's like, who's got the best pizza? For me, it just kind of depends on what mood you're in. Again, I can't say that there's one fast food place that's the best. They're all good in their own clogging the arteries way. Who's got good hot dogs? Well, I wrote down two. First of all, I love hot dogs. Sonic and Coney Islander. Again, they're both pretty good. I get the chili cheese Coney when I go to Sonic. I get the foot long. Yeah, it's a foot long. I never had a tape measure to actually measure it. I'm not going to make a dick joke either. But they slime that shit with fucking chili and cheese, and that thing just runs everywhere. Oh, it's so good. So good. Coney Islander, I feel like they emphasize more on the hot dog. Sonic just has a hot dog and then they just lather it with chili cheese. Coney Islander, they add the chili and cheese, but they want you to like enjoy the hot dog. Does that make any sense? It's like, hey, don't forget there's a hot dog in there. And then the big one, who's got the best hamburgers? Now, we got a lot of good hamburger places in town that are, you sit down with a nice shirt, you get your fancy watch on, and you have a nice hamburger that's $15 to $20. And oh my God, they are so good. But this is just fast food hamburgers. So I wrote down Sonic again. Even though I don't usually go to Sonic for their hamburgers, I go to the other things. If you ever go to Sonic, they have a lot of excuse me. They have a lot of other things there to eat. They got like hamburgers, they got hot dogs, they got like fries, they got like snacks like pepper bites, and they got like mozzarella sticks, and they got like corn dogs, I think, and they got like 1,000 different drink options. Mix your sodas with different flavors. So Sonic is, to me, it's not a place I go, I need a hamburger, I'm going to Sonic. Sonic for me is known for other things. Burger King? I haven't had a Burger King hamburger since I was like a kid. Now, I can't really tell you too much about their hamburgers because, like, I haven't had one in a while. But back when I was at least a kid, their hamburger buns had sesame seeds on it, which was good. McDonald's didn't do that. I mostly went to Burger King because they had better toys. They had better toys than McDonald's. And I was just in for the toys. Kind of like buying cereal. I don't give a shit about the cereal. I wanted the toy that's inside. And sure, I'll power through the cereal. But I want that fucking toy. Because it's on the outside. I can see the picture. It says inside. Free inside. Toy inside. So I'd get, I want the toy. I don't want the fucking food. So that's kind of how I treated Burger King. And McDonald's had decent toys. Their burgers are questionable. But I feel like they add crack to it because there are some days, man, I'll just be riding along and I'll be like, man, I need a Big Mac. I need a fucking double cheeseburger. I just need it. I need that shit. Their fries, especially when they're hot, holy shit, those fries are great. Hot, warm McDonald's fries. Man, that shit's good. Don't eat McDonald's while watching the movie called Super Size Me. Google it, look it up. It's a guy that eats McDonald's every day, every meal for 30 days. And you just watch it. But there's times I just need I just need a burger from McDonald's. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's kind of like Arbys. Arbys got roast beef. There's not a lot of other fast food roast beef places around. And their roast beef sandwiches are okay. But I love their spicy 3 pepper sauce. Here's the thing, okay? I love that. Okay. Maybe I just love all these sauces and I don't give a shit about the food. Just an idea. But that spicy 3 pepper sauce. You get a roast beef sandwich. It's got sesame seeds on it. You get the spicy 3 pepper sauce and you just dunk that shit. And you shove it. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. I want it in my arm. Like an IV. Just right in there. Just have a drip. The little pole that's on the wheels. And it's got a little baggie. I need that full of spicy 3 pepper sauce from Arbys. I love that shit. Love it. So, it's kind of like McDonald's fries. I love that shit. But we have one that kind of seems to be above the rest when it comes to fast food. We don't have an In-N-Out burger here in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. But we do have, not sure if you guys are aware of this, it's a little tiny, not really locally owned, but it's a little tiny place called Waterburger. I call it Waterburger. It's technically pronounced Whataburger, but everybody here calls it Waterburger. Anyways, it's open 24 hours a day, and the burgers are pretty good. Burgers are really good, and I like their honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. That shit is the bee's knees. Imagine this, okay? 3 chicken strips. We're going back to chicken. 3 chicken strips, okay? With a piece of cheese, with honey barbecue sauce, in between two pieces of Texas garlic toast for buns. This shit is like this big. It's about the size of my face. And god damn, that shit's good. They're expensive now. They used to be like $8 for like a meal. Now they're like $10 just a sandwich. Yeah, it's all that inflation. So, but that's good in its own way. So it's like, which kind of do you want? Do McDonald's for their fries, but the sandwich is so good? Or are you in the mood for Burger King? I don't see a lot of love for Burger King. So, but I know some people like it. Sonic? Do people go to Sonic for their burgers? I don't know. Waterburger? It's a pretty good burger. You know, it takes about 15 minutes normally to go through their drive-thru because, you know, it's the pandemic and people don't want to get outside. They don't want to get out of their vehicles. So, yeah, just a thought that crossed my head a couple days ago. Who has the best, like, fast food places? Who's got really good fast food stuff? Good. I use that in quotations because they're not healthy, but they taste oh so good. And if you want to gain some weight, just eat a lot of this fast food and don't leave your couch a lot. So, just a topic that crossed my mind a couple days ago was like, I miss, all this ice. I miss it when it was normal. And I start thinking about places to eat after work, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't had Taco Bell in a while. And then that just opens up. Bell or Bueno, who's better? Chicken places, pizza places, the whole thing. Now, excuse me. I talked about that one. That was a big topic. Now, if you haven't heard the news lately, everything seems to be going a little crazy right now. The Russian country has decided to invade its neighboring country, the Ukraine. I'm going to kind of do like a little bit of like kind of a timeline. In my view, let me write some notes down here for a moment. So Russia's decided to invade the Ukraine. I know for a while this seems to be going really fast. Everything seems to be moving very quickly. This is probably the final topic I will talk about. I've been recording myself speaking for about 41 minutes. So this is probably the final topic I will talk about. I remember a few weeks ago where we seemed to be focused a lot on the Ukrainian border. Russia's making moves. And I would hear it a little bit in the news. And I didn't really think too much of it. A lot of people were asking, why are we focused on the Ukrainian border when we're not even focused on our own? I hear, according to the news, that a lot of illegal immigrants are crossing over the border. So I would wake up before going to work, have my radio on, and while I'm getting dressed for work or getting ready, I would hear this on the news. And it was kind of not really like, oh my God. It was more like, all right, whatever. This doesn't make any sense. Why are we there? You know, Putin's doing crazy shit. So who knows? So then you kept hearing on the news that Putin was gathering his forces along the Ukraine and Russian border. And everybody was just kind of like, what is he doing? And everybody's like, why are we getting involved? And fast forward to now, I got a lot of questions here. The Russian forces are now in the Ukraine country. So, I don't really know exactly. My biggest first question would be why? Why is he doing this? I've heard stuff about... Oh, what have I heard? Give me a second to think about this here. I don't really have any notes for this topic. I just wrote down what I wanted to talk about. I've heard stuff on the news that says he wants Ukraine to be part of Russia again. I don't know. I've heard reports of he maybe wanting to invade the Ukraine to gather natural resources, to get more natural resources. Again, I don't know. When I heard that he was invading, my spidey sense start going off like fucking crazy. Being very interested in World War II. I see a lot of similarities here. When Germany invaded Poland, which kicked off World War II officially kicked it off. I see similarities with Russia invading their Ukraine. I know Joe Biden's getting up there and talking about sanctions. Mr. Putin he seems to be the kind of guy that doesn't give shit about sanctions. He seems to be the kind of guy that's like, give me an axe and some matches and I can survive in the woods kind of person. I don't give a shit about your sanctions. I know that they are, I'm thinking here. So if I say a lot, it means I'm thinking. I know that, I looked this up a little bit, that Ukraine is not part of NATO. And NATO has got like 20 or 30 countries. It's like a gang. It's basically all Europe, a little bit of Africa. And, of course, the United States. NATO has said if, it's like a gang, they signed a little treaty that says if they attack one NATO country, then they see that as an attack on all the countries. And I look at the map from time to time, and the Ukraine is right next to Poland, and I know Poland's part of NATO. So if he tries to invade Poland, or who else is over there? Romania, I think, is kind of the southwest part of the Ukraine, I think. Romania is part of it. So Putin needs to be careful about kicking off World War III here. And then, of course, I hear reports that China, I don't know too much about this one. China wants Taiwan. Taiwan's a little island off of China. I don't really understand why he wants Taiwan. Is it the same mentality that Putin's got toward the Ukraine? It's like Putin thinks the Ukraine is his, so he's just going to go over there and take it. China with, I don't even, Jing Changping? I don't know his name. The China guy, China president. Does he think that Taiwan is part of China and he just wants Taiwan? I'm trying to look at it from like a military perspective, and I don't see a lot of like ground. Like, why would China take over Taiwan? To get closer to the Philippines? Is there natural resources there too? What's the benefit of taking over Taiwan just because you get a little island off of your giant ass country? Woo, is that it? What's the benefit of Putin invading their Ukraine? Is there oil there? I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions. Me being a World War II nut, I see a lot of similarities between World War II and how it kicked off compared to what is currently going on right now. Minus all the Hitler shit that happened. And Hitler, what the fuck did he bomb? I'm drawing a blank now. I should have wrote this down. Hitler bombed something that's like, it was for propaganda uses. Hitler bombed one of like his own places and made it look like somebody else did it to try to kick off a war. Didn't really kick it off, but it kind of pushed it in that direction. I should have wrote that name down. It'll come back to me, I'm sure. So I see some similarities. And, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a unique, kind of scary, kind of interesting times right now. So, I hope that everything goes well for the Ukraine people, because they got some fucking balls, man. There's a lot of them that's running. I don't really blame them, but I don't know. But there's some that are fighting back. There's a lot that's fighting back, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's great that the president, or whoever they are, the chancellor, whoever he is basically like, hey, here's a truck load of AK-47s, and they're for you. And, if you want to fight them, fight them. And I think that's pretty fucking cool. So, yeah. This stuff is still ongoing. So, it's a little concerning. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I will tell you this real fast. I've been talking for almost an hour. I'm getting hungry because I talked about all that stupid fucking food. I will tell you this. Whoever drops the first nuke, be it Russia against us, or us against Russia, or China does something stupid, or we do something stupid to China, here's the thing. Whoever drops the first nuke, we're fucking over. That's it. The world is over. Because there's that old saying, I forget who says it, but it goes something like, I don't know what World War III will be fought with, but I do know World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. He's basically, I forget who said that, but basically what he's saying is he doesn't know how World War III is going to be fought. Nukes, technology, laser satellites, robots, who knows? But World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. So in other words, there's going to be nothing left. We're either going to nuke ourselves into oblivion, or, maybe we'll do some sanctions and everything will be peaceful, and this will just be another, invasion. Little invasion. We give Putin what he wants. He goes back to Russia. We call it a day. I don't know. So there you go. That's today's show. I blabbed on here for about an hour. I'm trying to get people on. It's a tricky part. Took a little bit of a break. Did a little bit of trying to get to, dealing with weather, trying to lock some people in. So we keep trying. So I hope everybody will have a very safe evening or day if you see this tomorrow. I hope we don't go to World War III. I talked to my people at work about the draft. I don't know if they're going to do the draft. They haven't really mentioned anything about that. Hopefully they don't. I don't know if they'll do it the same way they did with Vietnam or World War II. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. So, I hope they don't. That would be pretty crazy. And on a side note, kind of a joking thing, why can't we fight somewhere warm? I know we just did all the Afghanistan shit. Why can't we fight on a beach somewhere? A nice, warm, sunny beach. And we don't fight. We just hit each other with pool noodles or something. And we have like margaritas afterwards. And, you know, we sit there with our little water wings and, you know, we just play like water polo. Why can't we do water polo? All right, I'm just blabbing. All right, I hope everybody has a good evening, day, and I will see you again another time. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.